I managed to convince Eugene and Gremlin to go fuck off for a bit so we can actually celebrate this one-on-one, me and you, talking about the most wonderful time of the year. Or well, at least how it ties to Christian Weston Chandler, since that seems to be all you people give a shit about. Anyway, let's get this shit started. Christmas. I want a girlfriend for Christmas, now and forevermore. I want a girlfriend for Christmas, so I won't be lonely anymore. She should be 18 to 22, and she ought to be boyfriend-free too. Chris in 2004, in his song I Want a Girlfriend for Christmas. Christmas, or as Chris once called it, Seamus, is one of our hero's favorite holidays. He always celebrates it at home with his family, and often mentions it in his comics and videos. Christmas in the Chandler family.
We celebrate like normal, a decorated tree, get together, remembering Jesus and all.
Chris Chansonichu in Mailbag number 2. Despite Chris's insistence that Christmas is a time for family, his atheist half-brother Cole Smithy does not take part in the traditional Chandler family celebrations, instead staying with his wife's family in California, as evidenced by videos like 12281 and Tour of Chris's House. The Chandlers keep a Christmas tree and decorations in their kitchen year-round because they are too lazy to change it. And here's a younger photo of Chris and his father. Nothing funny to say here, it's actually kinda sweet. Santa Claus. Christmas is coming up, so do you believe in Santa Claus?
Yep.
Chris on Santa Claus in an IRC chat on the 15th of December 2008.
It's been over a week since my suspension, and I am depressed, lonely, sad, and bored. I have nowhere to go to attract a boyfriend-free woman. I'll be writing to Santa Claus this year, hoping that he will bring me one. Sad face.
Christian Weston Chandler's diary for September 26, 2004. Chris acting like the 22-year-old grown-up man he is.
Orpher, since it's Christmas time, let's make it I'm Mr. Yo Mrs. Claus. I have a good old heat, 'cause I took a bit of Viagra. Bam, ba-bam, bam, ho ho, oh!
Chris role-playing as the man in iPods Down and Listen Up.
I did not say that I was taking Viagra. I was stating that in roleplay, Santa would be taking that.
Chris in Mailbag number 20 on Kris Kringle's erectile dysfunction. Santa Claus, not to be confused with the Tim Allen movie that uses this spelling, is a legendary character associated with Christmas, whom many Western children believe in. According to surveys, most of these same children stop believing in Santa around age 4, often when they find out it was actually their father with a fake beard. However, Chris claims that he still believes in Santa Claus, despite being 35 years old. He even put Santa Claus's name on his list of males that he doesn't hate, which may imply that he A. believes that Santa Claus is real, B. believes Santa is a manly male man capable of landing himself a girlfriend. Like the mailbag quote I just read. Also worth noting that Chris chose to put Santa's name on the list before God and Jesus, because, come on, those two jerks never brought him even the tiniest presents. Of course, all of this doesn't necessarily mean that Chris actually does believe in Santa. Chris probably maintains this line because he wants to believe it and maintain memories of the happy Christmases of his childhood. For Chris, who still plays with Legos, professing a belief in Santa is cute and shows that he is young at heart, one of his favorite traits. In a 2010 email exchange with a woman, Chris stated that he learned Santa wasn't real around age 15 or 16, but finally gave up on him at about age 24 after he failed to bring him a girlfriend for the 3rd year in a row. However, in a September 2018 tweet, Chris indicated that he maintained a belief in Santa. He was 36 years old when he made the comment.
Santa Claus has always been real. You just need to always keep an open mind and an open heart. Never close yourself off, because anything is possible.
I don't think Chris is going to approve of my Christmas tree this year. Presents Chris gives, wishes for, and receives.
My father likes Branch's maple nut goodies, and my mother likes chocolate, so some edible treats of that variety is always a good suggestion.
Mailbag number 6, on what he planned to give his parents for Christmas in 2009. Christmas-related songs and merch. Chris also got the name for his future wife from singing a 1950s song over and 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 over, which actually says a lot about him. He also seems to have an affinity for the song Deck the Halls, as he raged like an idiot because the word gay should only be used in the context of happy, as in the song. Other confessions. Being the totally sensitive and tolerant person he is, Chris in his Sonichu Christmas special, the text and comic versions, mentions the ways Quickville citizens of different faiths, that is, Jewish folk, Buddhists, possibly black people, and a few hambuggers, celebrate their own wacky versions of Christmas. In 2019, he referred to the holiday season as Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa. What? Hanukkah. Sarah continues with a question, holding a cookie in a Ziploc bag. I've invited Kevin too. Do you think he'll like his candle-shaped cookie I made for him? He told me he was Jewish, and I thought it would be appropriate. Rosachu replies,
I think he'll love it. You have made it really special with all the white frosting for the wax and the yellow for the flame.
What kind of cookie was it again? Vanilla, replies Sarah.
I felt it was best to keep it neutral, in case he was allergic to peanut butter or chocolate.
Very smart, says Rosachu with a smile, exchanging a high five with Sarah. A Sonichu and Rosachu Christmas, Act 1. Yeah, because it's not weird to just hand Jewish people, menorahs, like you're just categorizing them by their faith or something. Totally normal. Hanukkah is a holiday in Quickville Jewish folk celebrate while most other citizens celebrate Christmas. On December 12th, members of the Quickville Jewish diaspora set up menorah candles instead of Christmas trees, with dreidels lying under them. Since the candle-related symbolism is very much present in Hanukkah rituals, it's in good taste to give the Quickville Jews something candle-related as a gift. For example, when Sonichu's daughter Sarah Rosie baked cookies for a friend, she decided to make her Jewish friend Kevin a candle-shaped one. This is another example of Chris's naivety, as a cookie of any shape would have likely been appreciated. That Sarah couldn't choose a more obvious Hanukkah symbol, such as a menorah or a dreidel, over a generic candle shows that Sarah has extremely poor knowledge of even the most basic of Jewish traditions known in the Gentile world. In fact, there is actually a tradition of eating fried foods on Hanukkah, and vanilla is one of the allowed ingredients used in making them. Not that Chris knows anything about this, mind you. He just wanted to make sure the cookie was hypoallergenic. In an IRC chat on the 22nd of December 2008, Chris listed Hanukkah and Chanukah as two different holidays, probably belonging to different religions. In his shout-out to fans in hospital, he does nearly the same thing, saying,
Happy Hanukkah, Chanukah, all the other holidays to everybody of other religions.
Jolly Buddha. Christmas trees are abound most everywhere, in the homes of the townfolk, in the stores, in the offices, and the biggest one in the center of Quick Central Park. Some have menorah candles or even Jolly Buddhas. A Sonichu Christmas, the comic version. All the churches are full with all the believers, be they Christians, Jewish folk, Buddhists, and such. A Sonichu and Rosachu Christmas, the text version. From what we know, Buddhism is one of the religions Chris tolerates, and so he sometimes mentions it as a display of his religious sensitivity. However, he probably doesn't know jack shit about Buddhism, as he assumes that since Buddhists are all good-hearted believers, they undoubtedly should celebrate Christmas in some way. So, in Quickville, Buddhists celebrate their Buddhist Christmas by going to their Buddhist churches, starting December 12th, and having a Jolly Buddha instead of a Christmas tree. By coincidence, Christmas is actually a popular holiday in some primarily Buddhist countries, such as Japan. However, it's rare for celebrators to give the time special religious significance specific to their religion, similar to how Halloween is celebrated in America based solely on the customs with practically no emphasis on the religious practices that started the holiday. So too do many Buddhists enjoy Christmas just as an excuse to put up lights, give each other gifts, and participate in the same customs other people enjoy. Kwanzaa. Little is known about what Chris thinks about Kwanzaa and the related rituals, except that he once congratulated his trolls with this holiday, among others, misspelling its name in the process. Other faiths. Chris doesn't say, or care probably, about what Muslims, Orthodox Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, Baha'is, or atheists do in Quickville on Christmas Day. Probably they're just the few humbuggers who Chris derides for not celebrating Seamus, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever those wacky Buddhists celebrate. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Atheists also don't like celebrating Christmas. Yeah, celebrating holidays just based off of customs must be a foreign concept, I suppose. Notable Christmases in Chris's life. 1989 or 1992. Sometime during the Christmas season of 1992, other sources claim it to have happened in 1989, Chris got probably the most dumbfounding present of his whole life, and from Godbear himself no less. While strolling with his father through the Regency Square Mall, Christopher, as he was called at that time, encountered a band of bears playing some Christmas songs. Chris talked to the conductor, and being half deaf from the cacophonic music they played, the man operating the bear mistakenly called him Christian. From that point on, Chris insisted his name was Christian, not Christopher, and a few months later got his name legally changed to Christian. Ah yes, there's Godbear, directing the chorus of Angel Bears. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. 2003. A comment made by Chris in a video he shot on Christmas Day of 2004 indicates that he met Sarah Nicole Hammer on the Christmas Day of last year. Well, now that we're mentioning it, maybe we should check out the Chandler family Christmas, or at least a little bit of it.
I want to thank you all for your support and love throughout my fantastic love quest. Pooey. And if Santa doesn't bring me one, no Thomas, like I asked him, then I'm going to need some support finding a boyfriend free. It'll come, Christian. Hope you all like my presents.
Okay.
Today I'm thinking of Christmas and remembering you all. Merry Christmas, CWCki.
Yep.
2004.
Well, at this time of year, all I can say right now is that I hope Santa will comply with my request and bring me, a pretty girlfriend. And so, happy holidays from, me, Christian Chandler. By the way, you can call me Chris in public, and, thank you.
Emo Chris in So Need a Cute Girl.
I want a girlfriend for Christmas to share my love. Oh, I want a girlfriend for Christmas to kiss under the mistletoe.
Chris being a poetic genius. This Christmas, Chris expected to get A girlfriend from Santa Claus, and B, an apology from Mary Lee Walsh. Surprisingly, he didn't get either of those, and became depressed. He recorded a whiny video about Sarah Hammer and Wes Isley. Earlier in December, he dedicated 2 different songs to the first of these 2 wishes. I Want a Girlfriend for Christmas, written on December 4th, and All I Want for Christmas is a Pretty Girlfriend, recorded on Christmas 20. The same day as the latter, Chris also recorded another song, the famous So Need a Cute Girl, which was probably dedicated to the same thing. If Santa Claus really exists, this proves that he's a major jerk, or that he doesn't tie up girls and leave them under trees as gifts for horny man-children. 2005. Although I really don't mean to be cold, but please don't try and advance kissing on me, please. The truth is, I don't want a boyfriend because I don't desire and idolize boys like other girls. I enjoy being independent. So you see what I mean? It's certainly nothing personal towards you. I'm just a girl who doesn't care about loving guys. That doesn't mean I can't be friends with them, though. Megan on the 20th of December 2005, trying to be diplomatic with Chris. Chris was probably stressed as hell, because just a few days before, his gal pal and attempted sweetheart Megan Schroeder told him she doesn't like him trying to kiss her, and that she doesn't want to have a boyfriend at all. Just to add insult to injury, Santa Claus brought him a shitty pirate ripoff instead of a genuine Lego set that year. No boyfriend-free girl under the tree this year either. 2007. On December 26th, Chris bought himself a sex doll named Kimmy, who would become a rival to his longtime artificial heart sweet Officer Nasty, on AdamandEve.com, probably because Santa Claus didn't bring him one this year either. To complement the sex doll, Chris also bought a vintage XXX Cartoons DVD/CD and received XXX Pleasure Seekers DVD and CD and Playboy Magazine Digital Edition DVD/CD for free. The fact that Chris specifically sought something as bizarre as vintage porn cartoons to fap his crooked duck to, for some reason, sits fine with all the other weird aspects of his twisted personality. However, being unsatisfied with fantasizing about naked women drawn in the 1960s, Chris went to AdamandEve.com again soon after New Year's Day and purchased some more XXX rated holiday gifts for himself. These include a 2008 Adam and Eve calendar, a romance roulette card game, which Chris probably plays as solitaire, and, the strangest one of the bunch, a Carmen Boob mousepad, whatever that is. He also got some free items as well, namely a XXX Pleasure Seekers DVD/CD, and, most notably, the infamous anal love beads, which would become a popular theme for trolling Chris in the ensuing year. 2008. Chris got a couple of DVDs, B-Movie on Blu-ray, assorted chocolates, and a calming family moment, according to the IRC chat on the 28th of December 2008. In Chris's words, it was simple, nothing extravagant. Bob outdid himself with a gift to Barb, overshadowing Sonichu in the over-the-top symbolism.
He gave her an arranged box of ornaments with tags attached to them, each one representing her blessings. 3 angels, me, Dad, and my half-brother Cole. One's for Ruckersville, Red Oak, our cats, and one for her.
Chris in an IRC chat on the 27th of December 2008. 2009. Chris took the time to send warm wishes to a dear friend. He also received chocolate and video games from his family. 2010. Not much is known about how Chris spent Christmas this year. All we know for sure is that for this Christmas, he asked for all websites he sees as defamatory against him, such as the Quickie and Encyclopedia Dramatica, to disappear. He bought a ton of games in January of 2011, so he probably got PSN vouchers. 2011. Due to Chris's decision to trespass at the game place and Barb's decision to assault an officer, Chris's Christmas in 2011 was spent amid court appearances and the fear of potentially going to jail. It was also Chris's first Christmas sans Bob. 2012. It's not known what Chris did, but he uploaded Bob's Jazz Marathon a few days beforehand.
I offer for all the complete set of songs and intros from the 1990 WTJU Jazz Marathon that my father hosted and played music of jugs, kazoos, and washboards, blues, and boogie woogie, plus 3 more hours of good jazz that was recorded with it on the original 6-hour VHS. Merry Christmas.
Chris's Facebook on the 20th of December 2012. On the 21st, he watched 2012 and thanked God and Jesus that the world hadn't ended, which must have brightened up his Christmas. A few days after, Chris seemed miserable, saying,
I am back to the same old feelings, lonely, depressed, etc. Makes me almost wish the world had ended, so I wouldn't have to continue feeling the pain. I desperately require my true future sweetheart to be again, and again, and again.
Apparently again, Santa didn't bring him a pretty girlfriend. 2013. Nothing but a few PS3 games, no life upgrade, and still no sweetheart from the ground up. 2014. Chris requested much-needed LEGO sets and even suggested prank gifts for trolls to send him. He went to a local GameStop to give an employee a special present. You know, the mace. 2015. In the build-up, Chris suggested several gifts and sang 12 new and old things of Christmas. 2016. Chris hopes that Bob would enjoy Christmas in his new life. He also uploaded an enormous wish list of toys and Transformers junk for fans to buy for him. He uploaded a video of Sorbet playing with a robot on Christmas Day. 2017. Chris tweeted,
Just a simple Merry Christmas to every good person. May your wishes be answered fully.
According to page 33 of Sonichu number 13, Chris kept busy on Christmas Day by reading the novel The Man in the High Castle to appease the hyperdimension Neptunia character Blanc, clearly one of the idea guys role-playing as the CPU. Furthermore, Chris goes on to note that his communication with the CPU Vert was interrupted by Wolfenstein antagonist Wilhelm Strauss. 2018. On CMIS 2018, the Teen Troon Squad was revealed to be behind the dimensional merge, and they announced its delay until 2038 in our dimension. Chris still believes in it, and announced that he was opening presents with Magichan, Krizzle, Sylvana, Mewtwo, Patty, and our Raichu Fate. It was very lovely. The dimensional merge is still in progress, within its final steps before the apex. The psychic and soulful links and events I have been having are becoming more frequent, so I do know. And all of the other deities have been working very hard together, with me as part of their group, to make this happen. 2019. Chris posted on Twitter that his sinus infection was gone, and he posted a new drawing of his electric hedgehog Pokemon. Oh, how festive. Okay, and I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you like what I do, leave a comment, rate, and subscribe. If you want to support me in a more personal way, you can check out the Patreon link and the Teespring link in the description. As always, I've got more content coming down the pipeline. But until then, I'll see you degenerates next time.
This one should be good. Yes, this tree will work.
Well, we don't even have a house. What's the point of having a Christmas tree, for fuck's sake?
We have to show some kind of festive spirit. We don't have much other than each other this year.
That's grossly sentimental. What is you in the holiday spirit?
A few things I fear, and Kris Kringle's wrath is one of them.
Santa's not real in the real world or ours, stupid.
You only say that because you've never seen him.
Yeah, 'cause he's not real.
Right. Well, lift your axe and cut down this tree. My skin is too delicate for these conditions.